Rest days are often treated as optional in running culture, a luxury rather than a necessity, especially in a world of streak challenges, virtual leaderboards, and performance tracking apps that reward daily effort. But the science is clear. Skipping rest days isn't just a minor oversight. It can quietly and significantly increase your risk of injury. Recovery isn't the opposite of training, it's an essential part of it. And when it's neglected, the body doesn't just stop progressing. It begins to break down. Every run, whether it's an easy jog or a high-intensity interval session, creates microdamage in muscles, tendons, and bones. This is normal and necessary. With proper rest, the body repairs itself stronger than before, a process known as supercompensation. But if another stressor is applied before recovery is complete, the balance tips. Instead of adapting, the body accumulates damage. This creates a hidden vulnerability, an Achilles tendon slightly more inflamed, a tibia slightly more stressed, a hip flexor slightly more strained. Add one more run, and that slight risk turns into a full-blown injury. The danger of skipping rest isn't always immediate. The damage builds silently, and for a while, the runner may feel fine, or even better than usual, thanks to a short-term performance high. But the cost comes due. Studies consistently show that runners who ignore rest windows are more likely to develop overuse injuries such as stress fractures, tendinopathies, and joint inflammation. What's worse is that by the time symptoms appear, it's often too late. The underlying tissue has already reached a critical failure point. Some runners assume that active recovery days are enough. And in some cases, they are. But an easy run is still a run. It still applies stress. True rest means physiological downregulation, hormonal balance, muscle repair, central nervous system recalibration, and even mental restoration all depend on stillness. Without full rest, chronic fatigue can creep in, lowering immune function, increasing inflammation, and compromising motor control. This is when form begins to subtly deteriorate, making injury even more likely. Modern training culture doesn't help. Many apps, devices, and communities celebrate consistency over caution. Runners chase weekly mileage goals, fear breaking their streaks, or feel pressure to keep up with others online. But behind this culture of constant movement is a dangerous myth that more is always better. In reality, strategic rest is what makes more possible. Without it, progress plateaus and risk rises, quietly but sharply. The encouraging truth is that rest doesn't mean weakness. In fact, it's one of the most powerful tools runners have to extend their careers, improve performance, and stay injury-free. One full day off can allow inflammation to subside, muscle fibers to regenerate, and neuromuscular coordination to reset. That means stronger strides, better energy, and lower injury risk the next day and the next week. Recovery windows matter. They're not just about time off. They're about timing your return to stress when the body is most ready to grow. Ignoring them is like building a house without letting the foundation set. You might make fast progress, but it won't last. And the collapse, when it comes, will feel sudden, even though it was entirely predictable. Runners who respect rest are playing the long game. They understand that consistency doesn't mean daily punishment. It means sustainable effort. They know that skipping a day today might save them from skipping weeks tomorrow. In a sport defined by patience and resilience, that mindset isn't just wise, it's necessary.